Netherlands man is ready to complain yet again about a Dutch company. This time is KPN, who requires you to have a Dutch number in order to buy a Dutch number, which is absolutely crazy. Like, you are trying, it's as if you are trying to buy a screwdriver and the shop asks you, do you have a screwdriver though? No, that's why I came here, to buy a screwdriver. And yeah, that's how happy things are at KPN. So basically, you cannot put a foreign number. It has to be a 10-digit number. And if you put a 10-digit number, the driver who's supposed to deliver your phone and supposed to give you your SIM card, your new phone number that you are going to pay a monthly subscription of 45 euros for. That's how much they lost, plus an advance on the phone. So 200 euros and 45 euro monthly subscription. That's how much money they lost, because they require a phone number that is 10 digits. My phone number is 10 digits, but it does by default, when the driver calls you, it puts the Dutch foreign number instead of putting letting you choose your foreign number, your, the +31, it's in the Netherlands. And basically, that means that you can't be reached by the delivery person, the delivery driver. And that's what happened today. And that's what's gonna happen when I'm gonna get the next delivery. I rescheduled for another time, and they just can't reach you. Like, how am I supposed to know that the delivery person has arrived? Because, well, my building is not as a usual building. It's a block of flats. And you can't just barge in and go to the number. You need to call the phone number, and the person comes down, picks you up, and yeah. It's crazy for a phone company to request a phone number that is local when you're trying to buy a phone number. And I tried to go do what's it called? Client service request. Reach someone, a human, make an appointment, because that's how it works now. You have to make an appointment or just wait in line. They also give you the option of waiting in line if you press a few more buttons. And of course, everything was in Dutch, so I had to translate everything. And then they asked me, after I made the appointment, they asked me for my number. And yet again, they are asking for a Dutch number. You see how odd it is, how strange it is. And then if you don't have a Dutch number, they give you a phone number, you call that phone number, and it's all in Dutch. There is no English translation for the client service robot. So how am I supposed to navigate that interesting, beautiful chat robot, which is annoying as well, because most of the companies have decided to just replace humans with chatbots. The most annoying thing ever. Everyone hates them. There is nobody, absolutely nobody, that likes chatbots. They are absolutely, utterly useless, and they cannot fix problems. They cannot do anything. They are useless. All they do is they take away jobs from people, and they really cannot solve. That's not client service. That's not servicing someone. That is making them feel stupid, because you can't, like, that chatbot cannot fix the problem that I had. If I was there for a problem that could be solved, I would have been there. I would have not been there because I would have figured it out. But I can't change the details, because in order to change your details and your phone numbers and your whatever, you have to have a KPN activation code, whatever, for your account. And you only do that once you buy your number, once you get your number and your phone. So I cannot go into the details and change them and try to put the foreign number additions. So yes, KPN is demonstrably lazy and doesn't think of the 400,000 people who are joining the Netherlands every single year. Well, some of them are leaving, some of them are coming back, some of them are 400,000 people. Just 10% of the population is foreign. So 2 million people to 2.1 million people just left out for trying to buy a new number from KPN. Going to meditate today. I've also done the most millennial thing ever. I started tweeting at everyone at KPN, like every single person that I could find that worked at KPN, and basically almost the same tweet, just saying, how is it possible to buy a Dutch number if you can only do it if you have a Dutch number? That's how crazy it is. And yeah, I'm probably gonna get this resolved by the time my delivery comes. And yeah, it's stupid. And it is frustrating to have to deal with such situations that are just awkward and bad service. And yeah, I guess hiring people to take care of their clients is too much for KPN. If we are on the subject of complaining, why does it have to be like whenever you want to pay by card in the Netherlands, you have to pray that they take your card? Because most of the time, they don't take your card. Either they don't take Visa or they don't take MasterCard. So you just get completely denied. And you're like in a strange situation where if you don't have cash, or some places don't even take cash. So you're like, you had something, you wanted to buy something, and now they're like, my card just doesn't, your card doesn't work here. The Visa doesn't work here. And then you go to another place and you go like, the MasterCard doesn't work here. And it's so frustrating. I already have 2 cards, and some of the time I'm not even getting to purchase the things that I want to purchase. And yeah, it's just bad business, man. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So many other countries I visited, I never had this problem. No other country has denied any of my cards because, oh, you have a Visa. Oh, you have a MasterCard. I know. It's fun to complain. I don't like it that much, but it's funny. It's, I think that a lot of people are going through the things that I'm going, especially with the cards, not with the phone number. And yeah, I've been having a lot of misfortunate events, unhappy events in the last few days. The battery that I wanted to purchase was not good for my bike. So I wasted 2.5 hours there. I couldn't buy the phone. My card was denied when I tried to make a purchase because it's a MasterCard. So I was like, okay, now I have to figure out another way to purchase the thing that I want to do after I've like done so many things in order to purchase that thing, make an account, put your information, do everything, and then try to purchase. And they say, oh, you have MasterCard. We don't take MasterCard. And that's the bike. Yeah. I also got a little bit screwed by the bike thing because I had to fix it. So, yeah, a few things are going on. Oh, and delivering. I cannot deliver in Zaandam. I have to go to Amsterdam to deliver. And I just almost got ran by a car. Well, not really, but I'm paying attention to the road. Don't worry about it. But he was speeding, actually. So that's why. He was speeding across the crosswalk. So it is interesting. So many things are pointing that I shouldn't do that. If I believed in such things as destiny or things like that, I would say that it's meant to be that I shouldn't deliver food. We'll see how this goes. If it goes good or bad. Enough complaining. I'm going back home just because it's getting cold and it's getting late. I don't have to work today and tomorrow, so that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have a lot of free time to do whatever I want, which is practically nothing, just because I don't have a, what's it called? Second job. I'm gonna start the second job on the 23rd. That's why it was so important to have the second phone, which is waterproof, so that I can do delivering, because now I can't do delivering just because, well, I can, but it's gonna be a bit more annoying because I don't have a waterproof phone and I don't have a Dutch number. And I don't know if the app is going to work with my number. So, see, now that's why I was complaining, because it's, as it happens with many other things, all things that are in my control usually go very well, but the things that are in other people's control, they don't. Like the things that are my responsibility, I do them. And the things that are other people's responsibilities, they don't. They just don't care. They just don't. It's not only about responsibility, it's also about the fact that, yeah, some people just want to annoy you, and they just want to stop you from doing things, even though you're not doing anything remotely wrong, but they got the impression that you do. So based on that impression, they just hinder your progress and whatever else, just because maybe sometimes they had a bad day, or they just not only had a bad day, but they feel spiteful for some things. And yeah, well, to end on a good note, most of the things are fixable. So even if things are going not going your way, you can usually fix them. You can usually do things. And the most unproductive thing to do is to complain. It is sometimes productive, especially if you do it on Twitter and you get the attention of the right people. I had some problems with the Facebook account. I got hacked. and I also had a bill to pay to Facebook, and I couldn't reach any human for 2 weeks. So then I started twittering with my thumbs, Xing if you want, because it's the X app now. And in 2 days, it was solved because of Twitter. So I solved it. I could pay and regain control of my account, my Facebook account that got hacked by Russians. So complaining sometimes helps, but I don't like it because it just doesn't make me feel good. I do feel a bit amused at the situation, at the current situation, that I'm trying to do something and it doesn't work the way I want. Like, yeah, I don't want to reiterate all of the things that happened with the phone, with the bike, with the battery, with the cards, with the... I am reiterating everything, but not in detail. With the, what's it called? Not being able to deliver here, just 15 minutes away. I have to go 33 minutes, so I'm losing an hour every day, well, half an hour every day, instead of being able to do it in this city. But things will change. The guy said that maybe I can change in about 2 weeks to this city. I don't know if I will. Like, I went to Amsterdam, it was nice. The busyness was kind of crazy in terms of the bikes and all of those things. But it's not gonna be that bad just because I'm gonna get used to it in a few days, in 1 or 2 days. Plus, I don't think it can be that bad. Like, yeah, people don't follow the rules. They are annoyed even when they are at fault. Like, I got a lady screaming at me yesterday because she was crossing the bike path where you are not supposed to, and she screamed at me. I looked at her, I noticed her, I was like, I have time to pass, she's not doing the right thing. And I had time, and she started screaming at me. And I was like, look, I didn't even tell her anything, but I wanted to tell her that she was on the bike path, not where it crosses. Like, it was 10 meters to the crosswalk. Like, she could have went 10 meters more and crossed over there. But, and I didn't, like, I just tried, well, I did go over. But yeah, that's about the traffic of Amsterdam. People are a bit crazy and they go on red lights. They just cross the street on the red light all the time. I've noticed so many people just crossing like crazy. So yeah, I don't know why the internet got mad at me for going for 30 seconds on the wrong side of the street in a place like this where there is basically nobody. Like, I understand it, it's the principle, but go look at Amsterdam and see how many people are just doing illegal stuff and very, very dangerous stuff. And then they don't even care. They break the law with a bike every 2 minutes. They either cross a red light, or they're on the wrong side of the street, or they're on a pedestrian walk. They just do all kinds of things. So I don't know why people got a little bit mad at me for doing that in a small degree compared to these people who are just obnoxious. Yeah. So not to talk about the fact that in Rotterdam, I was biking on a lane just like this, on a small lane, and on a bridge, and a scooter just ran into me from behind, and then he was the one who was annoyed, and I was like, dude, you ran me over from the back with a scooter, and you are the one who's having a big mouth. Like, that was so crazy. Like, even the pedestrians were like, dude, you should file a police complaint. My bike was wrecked. I didn't have anything, but yeah, thankfully it was just a 60 euro bike. And yeah, I just didn't want to deal with it at the time. It was Friday, I went off of work, and I just didn't want to deal with it. But yeah, people are way more aggressive with breaking the law on a bike than I am. So yeah, I'm one of the good ones. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.